The Forgotten Tunnel. The night was thick with mist as Ryan drove down the winding road leading to his childhood town. It had been nearly 15 years since he left, escaping the memories that haunted his past. Now, with his parents gone and their house left to him, he had no choice but to return. As he approached the outskirts of town, an old sign barely visible through the fog caught his eye. The paint was faded, but he could still make out the words. "Do not enter. Tunnel ahead." His stomach twisted. He had forgotten about the tunnel. Or, perhaps, he had forced himself to forget. Chapter 1. A Forgotten Past. Ryan parked outside his childhood home, its wooden structure creaking against the wind. It was exactly as he remembered. Dark, unwelcoming, and drowning in shadows. As he stepped inside, the scent of dust and decay filled his nostrils. He flipped the light switch. Nothing. The power had been cut off. He sighed and placed his bag on the kitchen counter. The silence was suffocating. Then, from somewhere deep in the house, a floorboard creaked. Ryan froze. He was alone, wasn't he? Slowly, he turned toward the hallway. The darkness stretched long and empty before him. He shook his head, dismissing his paranoia. The house was old. The noises were just the wood settling. But that didn't explain the whisper he heard next. A faint voice, like wind through broken glass. Ryan. His breath hitched. It had been years, but he knew that voice. It belonged to Daniel. Chapter 2. The Pact. 15 years ago, Ryan and his best friend Daniel had dared each other to enter the old train tunnel on the outskirts of town. The tunnel, abandoned for decades, was rumored to be haunted. People who entered never came out. They had gone in anyway. At first, it was just a tunnel. Dark, damp, and echoing with the sound of dripping water. But as they ventured deeper, something changed. The air grew thick, the shadows darker. Then came the whispers. "Turn back. Go away. He's waiting." Panic set in, and they tried to run, but something grabbed Daniel. A cold, skeletal hand emerged from the darkness, pulling him away. Ryan had run. He hadn't looked back. Chapter 3. The Haunting. Now, standing in the house where he grew up, Ryan felt the past closing in on him. "You left me." The whisper came from behind him. His body went rigid. Slowly, he turned. There, in the dim light of the moon filtering through the window, stood Daniel. Or rather, what used to be Daniel. His face was pale, his eyes hollow pits of darkness. His mouth twisted into an unnatural grin, revealing jagged, broken teeth. His body was thin, almost skeletal, covered in tattered, dirt-streaked clothes. "You left me there, Ryan." Ryan stumbled backward, knocking over a chair. "This isn't real," he whispered. "You're dead." Daniel took a step forward, his movements jerky, unnatural. "Not dead. Trapped. And now, it's your turn." The shadows around Daniel began to move, stretching toward Ryan like grasping fingers. Ryan bolted. He ran out of the house, into the night, his heart pounding. Chapter 4. The Tunnel Beckons. He didn't stop running until he reached the tunnel. It stood there, waiting, as if it had been expecting him all these years. A whisper curled around him like a breath of ice. Come inside. He had a choice. Run forever, haunted by Daniel's ghost, or face what lurked within. With shaking hands, he took a step forward. Then another. And another. The darkness swallowed him whole.